In this lesson we're going to add an employee into the system. So we click employees. We'll then list our employees in the search screen. There aren't any currently loaded, so we'll click on new, and that loads the template for a new employee. And the first field we need to enter is for the employee card number. Now this will depend on what time clock you're using. If you have a Magstripe or a proximity time clock, the number will be printed on the card, and that's the number you should use there. If you have a biometric clock, we normally keep these numbers starting from about 3 digits. So we'll start it from 100 and press tab, or click on the next field, and it will load that number to the payroll number. Now it can be the same, or it can also be the number that is in your payroll system, and that's typically different, so you can use the existing one you have. Employee name is entered in first name followed by a surname, and this is particularly important if you intend to interface into things like MYOB. We only have the one field for the employee name. Other payroll systems will have 2 fields, one for first name, one for second name. So in Bundy Plus we assume the first name there to be the first name and a space followed by the surname. So it's important you put it in that order. Employee message is an optional message that can be displayed at the time clock when the employee clocks in or clocks out. Supervisor is the person that this person is logged back to, and it's usually just the first 3 digits of their name as a supervisor. Again, just allows you to group employees back to one particular person. Pay run name is the pay run that you want this person to go back to, which is in fact the one called pay run, which is our default one. And obviously if you have more than one loaded, it would then give you a choice to change that. The notes field is a field where you can enter in specific details about this employee, if any apply. It just allows you to reference back to. And down the bottom here we then assign this particular employee to a work rule. So if we click on that, it will list all your work rules. At the moment we just have the one loaded, and because it's the Monday, and we click on daily, it will then see the rest of the days with that same pay run. Now I can click on any of those days and change it if there's a different way I want to break the day up on a Thursday or a Friday. It doesn't by default load anything to a Saturday or Sunday, so if employees do work on a Saturday, you'd need to set up a work rule that defines your Saturday. And that's the basic information for employees, so you would save that, it then lists it, and that's it.